Are y'all getting this? There was a young pastor that took over a Baptist church that was very traditional, and it wasn't a large church, but in the front of the church there was this old beat-up upright piano. It was ugly. While he was there preaching his trial revival, he made a mental note to self, get rid of that ugly piano. It's ugly, it's out of tune, it's scratched up, it's outdated, it's worn. And so the day that he was installed as pastor, his first pastoral act was to put the piano in the basement. He lasted at that church for about 2 weeks before the board put him on the street. What he did not know was that ugly piano was a gift from the beloved founder's wife. And there were people in the church that were still connected to her who loved her. And it was an insult that he got rid of that piano. He came back a year later for a funeral. And the new pastor was conducting the funeral service, and he was sitting in the congregation, and everything the pastor said, there was somebody saying, Everything the pastor did, folk were saying, yeah, pastor. Nothing the pastor said was wrong. No matter how many verbs he broke, the folk in the congregation were loving him. And then he looked and saw not only were they loving this new pastor, but the piano that they had brought back the Sunday they got rid of him was gone. He said, I can't resist. I got to stay around, find out how it is that he got rid of the piano and they didn't get rid of him. So after church, he went up to the new pastor, who was an older man, and he said to him, listen, I'm your predecessor, and I just got to know. He said, I got rid of the piano and they fired me. You got rid of the piano and they loving on you. And the old man looked back at the younger man and said, well, young man, you got rid of it all at once. He said, I got rid of it an inch at a time. Some time in understanding where you are, you cannot move suddenly. You can't turn a ship around on a dime. You'll capsize it. Lord, help me here today. You've got to embrace where you are. Look at somebody, say, embrace where you are. You can't pastor just like Bishop R.C. or Bishop Sam if you don't have what they're dealing with. You've got to embrace your reality. You won't always be here. Look at somebody, say, it won't always be like this. But right now, I got to deal with where I